Hi, this is Madonna. We're going to do a stress balance today. So there's a few things going on that are causing a lot of worry and anxiety. And so several different family members creating some stress. So we're going to sort of try to help to calm that down and see what physical and emotional stuff is going on because of these little ongoing stresses. So one of the things with ongoing stress is that it creates more risk of everything. So there's a lot of study that shows that ongoing stress reduces our resilience and therefore we simply have a higher risk of everything, So we want to just make sure we keep an even keel and try to get on top of these things and take the stress away as often as you can. So here we go. Let's see what's going on. Okay. And up we go. Okay, got you nice and snug as a bug in a rug in there, but I will need the arms.
Oh, no, I went and put them under my bum so they wouldn't fall off the chair.
so pulling on the big toe, holding the arm up for me.
Oh! That's
the shoulder. Okay, so hold on, pushing towards your toes. Okay, not 100%, just relax.
It hurts.
I know. Breathe in and out. Relax, 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 relax. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And I'm going to see if the bicipital tendon's in place. Hold your hand into your shoulder. Don't let me pull out. That's perfect. Put your hand into your shoulder. Don't let me pull out. No, that's good. So it's not that. Hold your thumb to your pinky nice and strong. Hold. And this way. And hold. No, that's good. Okay, so once again, so I'll see whether or not that was actual stress. Hold up for me. So that's actually better. Hold. So the adrenals, in relation to the current stress, they're not going hell for leather. They're sort of doing okay at the moment. Hold up for me. That one's survival switching. And hold up. That's deep survival. And hold up. Okay, so interesting. So today, because we did this a fortnight ago with things, but the adrenals are doing okay. There's no survival switching, deep survival switching, or hidden deep survival switching patterns running. So basically that means it's something else. So what we'll check is the celestial circuit, which is the one that connects the conscious and unconscious pathways in the brain. And we'll see whether or not that pathway is jammed. Now the beginning and end points of that, one of them's the tailbone, so I'm going to put the coccyx in there. I'll get you to touch this point here for me. Just touch that point there for me.
Touch you.
So that's the beginning and end point of the governing meridian. Now I'll get you to put 2 fingers on your pubic bone, and with this one, 2 fingers on your chin. Yep, that's it.
And what is on my mouth?
That's it. No. So this is the end of the central meridian. Mm-hmm. This is the end of the governing meridian. So one feeds the conscious brain, one feeds the unconscious brain. So what I've done is stacked in the beginning and end point of those 2 meridians. Hold up for me. And it's unlocking, which means they're not communicating. Which means you're getting stuck in stress and not being able to get out of it. So the conscious brain is about finding solutions. The unconscious brain is about going into survival and staying there. So it's like your brain's just getting stuck in a loop.
So one has got the NT or one has got the NT.
So that's why one of the Touch for Health switching points, it's about putting the hand on the navel. We've actually got a meditation that has all these things on there, so you can find that. But if you have your hand on your navel and then you rub both top and bottom of your lips, that helps to connect the front and rear of the brain. So the conscious and unconscious pathways of the brain, it's one of the first things you learn in basic kinesiology, which is pretty cool. And then there's other ones. You can always also have your hand on your tummy and rub your tailbone, and you can also have your hand on your tummy and rub these kidney 27 points. So they all connect different pathways in the brain. They're cool. Anything that helps, I always reckon. But the good thing is, whatever this stress is, it's just, it's affecting a different system of your body at the moment. So it's not like your nervous system's going, holy crap, life's going to be stressful forever yet. It's not doing that yet. So it's a stress.
I haven't got time to think about that.
So I'm
And
just,
I do lots of things that I enjoy too.
yeah.
Like we had a magnificent writers group meeting yesterday. It was supposed to be for 4 hours. I think we're still bloody there nearly 5 hours later. Still banging on, talking.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing, because every time you're doing something you're enjoying, you're increasing your serotonin and dopamine. And those feel-good hormones are antagonists to pain and stress hormones. In other words, you can't be relaxing and having a good time and having fun, literally thinking about something bad at the same time, because the fun hormones will switch off the pain hormones and vice versa. So it's, the brain's pretty clever. So it wants you to be happy.
So when I did the sin bin class yesterday, which clearly there was no one else in there everyone else was at least old enough to be no older than, they could have been my kids, and most of them could have been my grandkids. And even if I wasn't quite keeping up, they were all the most encouraging.
Yeah, right.
So
nice.
Even though it was hurting, that.
Oh, it's still good for you.
Right, okay.
Because I imagine you don't push through too much pain. You keep pulling yourself back.
Oh, whenever I thought that if I do anything, I won't be able to drive to Brisbane today.
Yeah.
I knew that if I overdid.
Okay. So then you pulled it back. Yeah, no, that's good. Now that stress, however, that's, okay, so different finger modes mean different things. So it's sort of electrical, emotional, personal ecology, and structural. So there is something structural going out of whack because of this stress. So let's have a look at a few things. So I'm wondering whether there's some muscles out, or whether there's your body's in a fight and flight or something. So let's have a look. So I'm just going to body scan. So check different areas. Okay. Right, so something's going on around the hip area. So because it's structural...
No sex.
So, darn. So because I'll check your femur bones, make sure they're in. I'll use your good shoulder. Hold up for me. Okay. And this one, hold up. Okay, so this hip is out, more so than this one. Which hip's got the pain at the moment? Or are they not too bad at this moment?
Really, today the sacrum, provided I'm not doing anything, the sacrum is the only part that's had any pain at all
cool.
today.
So the femur, we need to pop that back in. So bend the leg, breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. Then I give it a little stretch, give it a little push, give it a little stretch. Recheck the femur again and hold. Okay, what about the fascia lata? Hold. Okay, no, it's not quite there, so we'll just roll that back into position. When the femur's out, the fascia lata can just be out of its little groove.
What's the fascia lata when it's
so it's that big muscle along there. So it supports the side of the leg.
I thought a femur was a bone.
The femur bone, absolutely, but the fascia lata's a muscle. Hold. Good question. Perfect. But yeah, so if your hip and your fascia lata are out, that can stop the muscle supporting the sacrum from holding everything in place. So this is stuff that's linked in with the current stress. Yeah, right. So there's still something around this area. So what I might do for some...
I'm not pregnant.
It was very cute. I was at Carindale yesterday with my grandbaby Teddy, and a few people said, "Oh, isn't your baby beautiful?" And of course, I just take it and go, "Yes, yes, he is." So.
Oh yes, people used to think Josh was mine, and then they'd think Josh and Blaze were both mine.
Hold on to the edges of the table. I'm going to check the whole fascia lata muscle, make sure it's in place. So lifting up, out, facing down and in, hold up. That one's perfect. Lift up, out, facing down and in, and hold up. No, they're okay. Now while you've got those holding onto the edges, I'm going to check your Quadratus Lumborum. Hold out to the side, don't let me push to the left. Okay, hold out, don't let me pull towards me. Okay, so that'll be partly why your lower back's so challenging, because the Quadratus Lumborum's across there. So it's not activating, it's not supporting the sacrum. From the energetic perspective, Quadratus Lumborum relates to the large intestine meridian, which is to do with grief, guilt, regret. So it's the stuff that is just an ongoing stress and we wish it hadn't happened, or the stuff that You know, you look at it and you go, might have been nice if that few years in my life didn't happen.
Well, you'd hardly go with that few. You'd be jumping all over the place and wouldn't remember, would you?
Hold out, don't let me push to the other side.
Tell me when you...
Yeah, okay. Hold, don't let me push. Perfect. Hold, don't let me pull. Perfect. You've warmed up nicely now? Still some, okay, so there's still something showing in the lower back. So let me check. So alarm points. Oh, okay. So central meridian is still showing up.
Maybe we're going to see JB in a minute.
Yeah, right. Hold up for another family stress. Hold up for me.
Shouldn't have mentioned
Hold
that.
up for me. So that is the
sorry, I didn't do that properly.
No, it's all good. I know it was going to unlock anyway, so I don't want to cause you any more shoulder pain than we need to. But that one relates to conscious brain stress.
But sometimes I forget to hold up or down when you're telling me to do
But I can
something.
feel it's trying to activate, so don't worry about it, you know. I can feel whether a muscle's trying or not. And again, hold up. And hold up. And even subconsciously, your brain actually knows what it's doing, which is pretty clever. So these are just the alarm points. As I go through them, they just tell me about different meridians, and then each meridian has different muscles that it relates to. Okay. So the next one showing up is the spleen meridian pancreas organ. Hold in, don't let me pull out, that one's fine. Hold in, don't let me pull out, that one's fine. Hold down, don't let me lift up. Hold down, don't let me lift up. Okay, so it's not unlocking anywhere, which means it could be, there's about another half a dozen muscles that relate to it, but it's none of those ones. So I'll just pick up the meridian anyway, because it can't hurt and it only takes a minute. But pancreas spleen...
Is a meridian one of those little coloured things?
These are chakras.
Oh.
So meridians actually run along the body as well. So... Yeah, right, I don't have any meridian charts in here.
That's all right.
Okay, see, we've done enough. From my perspective, I'm just after enough to get a change in... Okay, so the alarm point isn't showing up anymore, but now kidney is. And kidney energy is to do with fear and anxiety. Excusez-moi. Okay, so there's 3 muscle tests on each side. Hold up, I'm lifting up. Okay, not quite. Hold up, I'm pushing down. Hold up, I'm pushing down. Okay, so none of them are working on the right. So that's pectineus, psoas, and iliacus. Hold up, I'm pushing down. No. Hold up, I'm pushing down. Hold up, I'm pushing. None of them are terrible, but none of them are really quite locking. So, but that is because of stress. Like kidney meridian, it's just because so many of us have so much going on in our lives that there's lots of stress and anxiety. So the kidney meridians, the adrenals sit right on top of the kidneys. So when we're feeling under the pump and lots of stress going on, the adrenal glands are pumping out all their hormones for stress and pain. So the kidneys living underneath the adrenal glands, it's like they're being bullied into submission. Do you pee when you're stressed?
I pee when I need to pee.
It's fun because it's something that I'm aware of. Like, for example, when Jay used to be in a band for years on end, the closer it got to him performing, I would need to go pee 3 times in the last 10 minutes beforehand.
The only time I need to pee from nerves is before I do a speech in a speech contest.
Exactly. So basically the adrenals are sitting on top of the kidneys, and the adrenals generally... the longer they're on, so they can activate the kidneys too.
At least if I ever get prostate cancer, I'll know what that's like. Because when I need a crap, I can't pee.
Right.
Or I pee like I've got a prostate problem.
Hold up for me. Hold. And hold. I'm sure our listeners loved that little tidbit of information. That's funny.
I'll have to have a sex
Whereas when we went
first, I think, to have a prostate problem though.
Yeah.
I haven't had that yet.
I don't think they insert a prostate if you have a sex change operation.
I'm not planning it.
No.
Not this decade.
Okay. So now, once again, checking electrical, emotional, personal ecology, and structural. So they're showing up okay. Let's just see if there's any. Okay, so heart meridian is heart chakra is showing up. So this one here.
That means I'm heartless, bitch.
It means your heart's hurting. So it's about self-love, self-worth, but it's also about giving your love to other people.
I've got too much fat in my heart.
Yeah, it's not to do with that. Hold.
Well, I don't know what I was holding there.
Well, you're holding the energy over the heart. Hold. So it's not holding. So we just need to nurture your little heart chakra. So it's this one here. And in meditations to do with the chakras, it's usually green.
I'll take the green one.
And it's usually to do with self-love, self-worth,
self-belief. If I had a green heart
self-belief.
from working at the meat works, a green heart would mean you're probably pretty putrid inside.
It's energetically green energy.
Sorry.
No, that's all good. So we just need to, and so basically when we're trying to protect ourselves, sometimes we close up our heart energy. So when you're worried about people all the time, sometimes energetically our heart goes no more, and we stop ourselves from being able to care about them anymore because it hurts too darn much.
Oh, well, like when you put them on the top shelf and they sit up there until the time to deal with them.
That's exactly right.
Just finished reading Scarlett. I think she used to put everyone on the top shelf so she could deal with it.
I like that, putting someone on the top shelf. The other thing you can do is put a stress on a bit of paper and put it in the back of the freezer. And that way, energetically, you're freezing it out of your life. I did have one lady who used to write her stresses down, and then she had a little garden patch outside her back door, so she'd dig up a little bit of put it down, and then she believed that she had all this negative energy at the back door every time she was walking in and out, so she ended up having to dig all that up and get rid of it. And
you could burn it.
I think she started burning things after that.
We did a class in Melbourne, and I know we all had to put down all the things that pissed us off about the people that we were having problems with.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes writing it down can get it out of your head and onto paper.
At least one of the ladies smoked, so it was no trouble to burn all the notes afterwards.
Well, always a bonus. So anyway, that's a quick little balance. So it was affecting you both emotionally as well as physically. So the celestial circuit being out means that your unconscious brain kept getting in control, which means it's hard for you to think consciously about solutions. And and that's why we just put things on the top shelf. Go too hard now, can't find a solution at this moment, so off it goes. And then it's also mainly muscles around here. So what does that relate to then? So muscles around the hips they're about either fight or flight. Because if you're in flight, energetically, you can imagine you have to stand your ground. So all of these muscles have to be primed for stress. But if it's flight, they all have to loosen so that you can run at a moment's notice. So it can be one or the other. Okay, thanks.